flowers, and I really hope that you haven't heard the rumour that I'm getting married, because I'm not, but you have brought in a whole lot of wedding things for us to look at.
We certainly have, Annette.
Now, you've met Dame Edna.
Yes,
Dame Edna kindly thought that she would like to stay and have a look at them as well.
Yes.
Certainly.
Because you love flowers, don't you?
I love flowers and people.
You would have made a beautiful bride, you know, because you're so tall
I
and
did
regal.
make a beautiful bride.
Yes, I bet. Now, flowers. What have you got to show for us?
Well, we're trying to get away from traditional wedding bouquets today to show that what we can do in the way of colours or exotic designs. So we have 6 designs today, and before we start, I'd like to thank the House of Frankie Stewart for loaning us all these beautiful dresses today.
He's a Glenferrie Road,
Yes,
isn't he?
Yes.
Oh, he's so talented.
Yes, he's a wonderful, wonderful man.
Let's have a look at the first of them.
Right. So this is a
very pretty.
lovely Victorian dress. We see
Beautiful.
beautiful little posies of flowers in the hair.
Do people normally come to you and say, you know, we're wearing a Victorian dress or we're wearing a contemporary sort of dress,
yes,
and you
bring
design?
samples in, and we sort of just have a look at the girl and decide what type of wedding she'd like. And here, because of the dress, we've given her a nice sort of Edwardian basket of field flowers, which is really quite pretty.
These days, of course, for weddings, you have to have an adjustable waistline, don't you?
Yes.
Taken with the dress again.
Well, that wasn't quite...
Oh, you see, but I always think the nicer things are people, Dame Edna.
But we also try to put flowers in the hair, and most people never think to put lovely fresh flowers in the hair. And I know you have worn it quite often, flowers in your hair.
Yes, I love being big. Flowers in my
the
hair.
old hippie in you, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Flowers in my hair. Child of the 60s. What's the next one that we have, James?
Right, this is a lovely wedding, for a second wedding. Again, lovely blues and mauves and scabia.
Scabia.
Scabia, that's a pretty name for a flower, isn't it? Iris, hyacinth.
Hyacinth,
yes.
The bride came in covered with scabia.
And then again, just 2 iris and a bit of gypsophilia just for the hair. It just gives that finishing gypsophilia.
Oh, gypsophilia.
It just gives that finishing
you
touch.
say to here, just I'm afraid I've got a little gypsophilia on the scalp.
Dust it off the shoulders. And what else do we have?
Right.
We've got a whole lot of, you know, different looks, because I think
We should explain.
brides are looking for different looks these days.
Forgive me interrupting, but we should explain to the viewers that we're not looking under the table. There's a television monitor,
That's
viewers,
right,
under the table. That's what we're looking for.
Now, that looks wonderful.
That's superb. That's
Oh,
just a
look.
an enormous circle of
That'd suit
gypsoplia.
true acting, wouldn't it, that look?
Yes, it
Actually,
would.
Susan Sangster Renouf, Peacock Sangster Renouf, wears that a lot. Rossiter wears that a lot.
She does. She wears everything a lot.
And that's just a natural bouquet of gypsoplia. Just with gerbras, different shades of peach gerbras.
That's
and
beautiful.
Sonia roses.
Beautiful. They're beautiful. What lovely combinations you've achieved.
Yes,
It's a very talented
But you're
gentleman, this one.
imaginative too. I like
Yes,
that
we
you're
don't-
an artist with flowers.
Thank you. We try not to use the sort of traditional white roses, white gardenias, stephanotis wedding bouquet, which everyone has
A
dog
bit
have had, yes.
sick of, darling.
that's
What are
right.
you wearing in your own buttonhole,
The
incidentally?
Bavaria.
Bavaria. Now, doesn't that smell at night? Doesn't the perfume
Yes.
is most strong at night?
Yes, it is.
Very exotic. And a
very
little
good.
on the raunchy
Do you
side.
think so?
I love Bavaria. I'm going to steal that from you soon.
Oh, I'll certainly let you. Right. And here again, for a second wedding, we have a
There's a
lovely
good
bouquet of daffodils, cream orchids, and then a lovely big hairspray, again, just going across the top. Be nice just for a registry office wedding. Most people think that when they get married in a registry office, they don't really want flowers.
I think it can be a glamour
That's right.
occasion.
It's
love
just as-
flowers.
No matter when you get married, you should also have flowers.
I think so. What about a third wedding? What would you recommend for that?
Something similar?
Yeah, something similar. Or you can go over the top and have 10 bridesmaids, which has been known to happen for a third wedding.
I think I'll do 10 bridesmaids. I'll wait for that. Now, these two are absolutely wonderful.
Aren't they
Right.
gorgeous?
Well, the cream one is a beautiful Elizabethan gown, and here, that bouquet is just a large shower bouquet using silk magnolias, and 3 lovely magnolias in the hair.
It's another Stewart gown, of course.
Yes, they're all
gowns
Frankie
we've
Stewart.
Seen about
Yes,
Frankie
Stewart. Yes.
Oh, what a gift
And
of God.
Wonderful.
And the lovely black lace one, which is lined with red silk
Beautiful.
and tied with a red cummerbund, and we've used bright anthuriums on that.
The
And again for the hair.
anthuriums are absolutely fantastic.
Doesn't the little lass look... She loves wearing that,
Yes,
doesn't she?
you see how easy it is to
tell.
wear in the hair, yes.
It is. It's comfortable, and she could wear it all day. I
Yes,
think.
good.
Aren't they rather interesting flowers, anthuriums? Aren't
Yes, they are. They have
I
an
have
aura
them
all their
often
own.
as a table arrangement, and sometimes I can't take my eyes off them.
And they come in different colours too.
Whites and pinks.
Quite beautiful. Do you have a particular time of year that you find that, you know, brides want a flower that's out of season and you have to import it from overseas?
Generally all the time,
like
but we sort of try and talk brides around it, because most of the time, by the time they import flowers from overseas, they get here, they just don't last long enough.
I was thinking that, I was saying it the other day, darling, a lot of things we shouldn't import because of our balance of payments. As Keating was saying, there's nothing wrong with our own local flowers. Obviously, you have to import something. Right. You know, most of the oranges we eat in Victoria come from California. And they bury the ones they come from Mildura. Poor orange growers, your orange is buried. Have you ever heard of people who want driftwood and not flowers at all, like mallee roots? That'd be interesting for a wedding. A bouquet of mallees.
Stand down like that. We'd have a few gladdies in it.
Yes. Is the gladdy still popular?
Yes, very popular, actually.
I must say that Sir Terence Conran is a friend of mine who's a designer, a hands-on or hands-off designer. And he, in my honour, when I went to his beautiful home, had white gladioli in big glass vases, and they looked superb and very sophisticated.
They're rather nice, just in a vase by themselves.
Beautiful.
Well, now, if you would like to all dash off for your first, second, or perhaps third weddings, and you want to pop in and see James Fisher, Apricot Flowers is the place. That's at 142 Cotham Road in Kew.
And it's a 21 Dipcock Arcade.
What? Block Arcade.
Sorry. I couldn't read.
No.
We're under the table here, viewers, trying to read the words. I haven't got my lenses.
Now, you need your other glasses on. So how many pairs of glasses do you have?
It's the Block Arcade.
How many pairs of glasses do you have, Dame Edna? Obviously
1,000 isn't enough for me.
And to blend in with your outfit today, have a nice little pose of flowers.
You have a customer. Thank you, Apricot Flowers. Thank you, Annette Ellison. Thank you, little Ray. And thank you for everyone who makes Good Morning Melbourne possible.
We like
Thank you, too, for the man from the White House with a stern little expression on his face, who needed a bit of a tickle, I thought, while we were talking to him. Thank you to the glamour girls who modelled those magnificent gowns from Frankie Stewart. And thank you all. I'll see you at the Palace in Kilda. My season is ending soon. God bless you all. Bye-bye.
James, thank you. And Dame Edna, thank you. We'll be back in just a moment.
JR uses every underhanded trick in the book to stop Sue Ellen claiming their son. 9:30 Tuesday on Dallas.
For that personal attention to your car from Toot Guru.
Hello, Glad.
Pleased to meet you, darling.
Darling, you dear woman. Glad Thatcher. Isn't that a lovely name? Who's that behind me?
Hello there. Yeah, well, Glad writes in. We put names in the barrel, and out came her letter, and she's in here to win the prizes.
And look at this man. Is that... Oh, that's Ken Morgan of Toyota. You know I drive a Toyota.
Do you?
I
didn't know that.
I love them.
Lovely. Would you like to ask Glad?
We're both similar, aren't we, Glad? Am I wearing a little suit and a bow there? And what's this, darling? That's pretty, isn't it?
Nice.
Nice. Where is Toot Garoot?
Down on the peninsula.
Oh, lovely.
Down past Rosebud.
Oh, near Rosebud. You know, I thought I knew the peninsula. It's what we were talking about earlier on the show. We were saying that there are a lot of new suburbs of Melbourne that some of us aren't familiar with. The Melways is getting thicker all the time.
Well, I think...
We got a question?
I think Toot Garoot has been there a fair while now, Edna.
Croaking of the frogs.
Is that what it means in Aboriginal? Oh, aren't they clever?
We've got to ask Glad now to put her star on whatever number she'd like between 1 and 18, Dame Edna.
I'll have number 9, Dame Edna.
Right, if you'd like to stick it on there. That's the Selangor Pewter Prize.
Yeah,
now, we pop that up there. And if the Pewter Prize comes up, you win that as well as the Ramada Inn Holiday on Surfers
lovely.
Paradise. Away you go. Going to be close. Look at this. Look at this. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Another one. Oh, it's a lot. Well,
what happened?
You saw it. It's there. This means a Ramada Inn holiday for you on the Gold Coast.
Oh, how lovely! Darling,
The Selangor Pewter Prize.
Congratulations!
No, she's got to
What?
got to answer the question first.
It's premature.
Got to answer the question. Would you like to ask the question, Dame Edna? There it is.
Who is Dame Edna's manager? Molly Meldrum, Sir Les Patterson, or... Who's that? Oh, Barry Humphries.
Barry Humphrey.
I think she's right. Let's hear it. Yep. You've brought her luck today, Dame Edna.
Oh, I bring everyone luck.
This is that beautiful Ramada Inn holiday, as you can see.
Look at it.
Glorious views overlooking
Don't
Surfers
fall
Paradise
off that
Beach.
balcony.
No worries about that. Got a lovely swimming pool.
Look
you
at
do all
that.
that kind
There's
of thing.
room for 4 people in that pool.
look at the restaurants, and you're right slap bang in the middle of everything. You're going to have a lovely time there for two, isn't it?
Very much.
Two people for 7 days. Right.
Yeah, but who will you take?
You want to talk about
to
the
take
Sun?
her husband.
We're talking about the Ramada Inn, and there's the Senegal Beauty yet, which is a beautiful prize. John, tell us about that one.
Yes, thank you, Roy. Congratulations. Also, you've won from Selangor Pewter a selection from the centenary collection of champagne and wine goblets. Every item in this range bears a special hallmark created to celebrate the 100th year of Selangor Pewter making. For gifts of all occasions, remember Selangor. And as well, you'll take home with you... we're not going to take them home? OK, back to Edna and Roy.
It's lovely.
Dame Edna, please, John.
It's beautiful. Pewter's in the eye of the beholder. Now...
We open one of these and pick out our
what
next
is this,
contestant.
a carpet?
Would you like to do it, or...? Oh, why
Well,
not?
I'm doing the whole show today, aren't I, viewers?
Oh, we know starting when we see it, Dame Edna. Right?
Good morning, Melbourne.
That's correct.
Competition.
That's
Post
correct.
Office Box 155, Nunawading, Victoria.
Yeah, but it's the back side. The back part. Yeah, that's the one.
From
Comes
Carl Robin, R-O-B-N, 84 Rosebery Avenue, Preston.
We've got a guy. We've got a fella coming in on the program, which is beautiful.
Good luck, Carl. We'll have you on our next program, and may you be as lucky as gorgeous little Glad Thatcher peeping at you over this barrel. And thank you very much, viewers, and our next commercial break coming up now.
We've got to
Say
tell
goodbye.
everybody how to join in the competition if we can.
Oh,
Is
how
that
do we
all right with
do
you
that?
first?
All
Well,
you do
we'll ask
is
John.
send a stamp. Oh.
We'll ask John. There we are. John, would you like to tell us about it?
I'm not sure. In 6 weeks' time, we'll be giving away some fabulous prizes like this Hoover dishwasher, which has a 14-place setting and adjustable racks. And for the laundry, an 11-pound clothes dryer with a stainless steel drum and adjustable vent. All from Bayswater Box Stores and Hoover. This prize valued at $1,000. Or you could win this superb corded blue fox jacket. The prize valued at $1,000 is provided by the World Fur Council, who are members of the World Wildlife Fund and are heavily involved in the conservation of animal protection. Or this holiday for two, staying 7 nights at Quality Inn's Islander in Surfers Paradise. You will travel in the comfort of Ansett Pioneer Coach, and this prize is also valued at $1,000. And now the big prizes for the end of the year. Firstly, from Philomena's Travel, a wonderful trip for 2 people to the magical kingdom of Disneyland, USA, for 8 days and 7 nights, staying at the Beverly Wilshire Hotel right in the heart of Beverly Hills. And of course, to get you there, you'll be flying the friendly skies with United Airlines. Or from the Sitmar line, a South Pacific cruise. You could be sailing the sunny South Pacific, experiencing all the fun and games of a shipboard cruise. You'll be enjoying top entertainment and dining in style. See the famous South Pacific ports and Sitmar's exclusive islands. And now the big one for the end of the year. From Ken Morgan Toyota, this 5-door hatch manual Toyota Corolla S. It comes with AM/FM radio and has a rear demister and exterior wiper. Wool blend seats, tinted glass and a laminated windscreen. The fold-down rear seats allow plenty of room and make it the perfect family car. It's easy to drive, light to handle and provides excellent economy, versatility and reliability. Ken Morgan Toyota, 275 Whitehorse Road in Nunawading. Oh, what a feeling with Toyota. Here's how to enter. Just write to the Good Morning Melbourne competition, Post Office Box 155, Nunawading 3131. And on the back of the envelope include your name, address and telephone number. And remember, only 1 entry per viewer. Good Morning Melbourne continues after this break.
Tonight, for the first time on television, explore the magnificent Torres Strait, 100 miles of evil beauty with an awesome history of shipwreck, murder and slavery. Ben Crop presents The Treacherous Strait, 7:30 tonight on Channel...
Speaking with Dame Edna Everidge.
Good morning, Melbourne.
You've done some wonderful things in your life. You know, you've opened that Koala Blue shop in Los Angeles, and I saw photographs of you talking to movie stars and famous people. But I saw a photograph recently, and I think it was in the the beautiful program that I went to see your show, that your manager, Barry Humphries, obviously likes beautiful women, because there was a photograph of him with Charlotte Rampling, Joan Collins, who I have to tell you was one of my favourites, and Princess Diana.
Well, that's quite a threesome.
It is quite a threesome.
I'm not answerable for his morals.
Did you get to meet all of these lovely people?
Well, of course I know them very well, but I don't need to have my photograph to prove it, publicised around, that I know all these people. It goes without saying, viewers.
I mean, it has been a very glamorous life up till now, hasn't it?
It's been hard to. Now, you know, look at this girl. Now, look at her. She's divine. She's looking, I think, more gorgeous than she's ever looked before. She's got a nice full look now about you.
Yes, I know, it's comfort. It's my comfortable look.
And she's happy. And you know, darlings, I'm glad that rumour about the marriage is a bit of an old fib.
Well, you want me to stay single all my life,
I think it doesn't hurt.
Dame Edna.
Shouldn't say that, but just before you pop in with your probe,
right,
I do want to say that I've had hard times. It hasn't been easy all my life. There have been times of extreme hardship. I remember once I couldn't even afford a leg mitt to remove the superfluous hairs on my legs. I had to use kiwi fruit. And you know how rough that is. Incidentally, that is a beauty hint I've got in one of my books.
Have you?
It's very good depilatory, kiwi fruit.
Kiwi
it's better
fruit.
as depilatory than it is to eat, in my opinion.
You were going to
Can
probe?
I go now? Right.
Yes.
A couple of things I find very interesting. You mentioned your manager, Barry Humphries. He seems to be concentrating a great deal on Les Patterson these days. He's making a new film. He's brought the book out.
He's pushing Les Patterson.
Now,
What about me? Just as well I don't need pushing.
Do I feel a rift coming somewhere, perhaps in...
Yes, I think this could be an exclusive for you. I'm thinking of leaving the Humphries stable. I am. I don't need him. I can go out on my own. I was somebody before I ever met him. Well, I was a Melbourne housewife. But, oh yes, it's true, he's helped groom me. I have to give him credit. And he's a nice person underneath. Some people seem to think he's out of a limited circle. But he's been pushing this Les Patterson, who's an embarrassment to us all. Admittedly, there was an incident in Australia's history recently, under wraps until not long ago. We had to get the permission of the CIA and ASIO to make this film, Les Patterson Saves the World. We're filming it soon, and I'm going to be doing scenes with him. I'm playing myself. I'm playing the lead, really, but you see his name, again. Why couldn't they call it Edna Everett Saves the World?
Yes, true. Now, how about family life?
You've got me on a nerve here.
Well, we'll go
And
and
it's
do...
early in the morning for me to have to talk about this.
Well, I'm sorry, but that's the kind of program we have here. Also, you mentioned, as a little earlier, Kenny's doing some nice things in London. What about poor Brucey? Valmay? We don't
My
hear.
daughter, Valmy, well, we heard about her a minute ago, if you were listening. You were half asleep sitting there. Talked about her at some
See, he
length,
never
practically
listens
a
to me
whole
either.
segment. He was too busy
He
thinking
never
about
listens
what
to
he
me
was going
either,
to say to
Dame
that
Edna.
man with a white bedroom. The hands-off bedroom. Well, all bedrooms are hands-off. I like that phrase, don't you? I'm a hands-on sort of a person, aren't you? I think you might
Yeah,
be.
James Rain told me that you were, actually.
Little James.
James, I know
Rain.
he's a favourite of yours.
He's adorable. He's over there in Los Angeles at the moment, but he might be writing some of the music for my film.
He's very talented, too.
But as for...
Yes, you see, you start to gliss off again,
No,
don't you?
I'm
You start
not,
to move
Bruce,
away
you're
from these...
pointing that, you
in-depth
accusatory
questions.
finger at me.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have a son, Brucey, who I adore. But he married this girl, Joylene. I can say this because they won't be watching. She thinks it's too lowbrow to watch Good Morning Melbourne. Oh, how right she is. But she's out there in her home in Spotswood. Oh. Don't make me laugh. She thinks it's going to go the way Williamstown went, but never in a million years. Be that as it may, I think there's more hope for Altona, don't you? Incidentally, I saw a woman the other day. She said, where are you going? She said, I'm having a holiday next week. I said, where are you going? She said, Altona. She's actually on stage in my show, and I ask people questions. I said, is there a Club Med in Altona? There might be.
There might be one day.
Oh, she didn't know what I meant by med. She looked a bit embarrassed, as a matter of fact. Thought I meant an all-night chemist. Anyway, Brucey's just disappointed me a little because he's stuck with that girl, and it's a bit sad, isn't it, for a mature and intelligent woman and a mother, a grandmother, let's face it, to be wishing divorce upon their children. But I do in this case. I think he'd be better off fancy-free.
But, you know,
It's a
mother-in-laws...
terrible thing to say. Yes.
Mother-in-laws can be a bit of a problem. I'm sure there is a lot of people who are watching us this morning who relate to the way you feel. That
And
they
won't
never
say it.
And won't say it. And they never feel that their children marry right.
I said it at their engagement party. I made a little speech and I said, it's lovely, congratulations to you both, but think about it, and I'd advise you never to see each other again. I said it warmly. I've got a lovely way with me. I can say things like that.
But they didn't take your note, any notice, did they?
They did not, and it's the children who suffer in the end. They don't know they're suffering. And the worst thing about it is that Brucey and Joylene think they're happily married. Isn't that a tragedy?
But you
It's
can
awful.
see, you know. Betty.
I can see, a mother can see. I can see. They never quarrel. They're very happy, holding hands. They have an active, you know, that side of life, which I don't think is so important. Well, if you'd seen Norm, you'd know why. And they do all those things, and they play tennis, and they go on these trips to Bali, you know, and they say they don't go to the tourist bit of Bali, as if there's any other bit.
You speak of sport. Have you ever been involved in sport or sporting activities or anything like that?
I'm
Football,
not. I'm
perhaps?
physical. No, I don't play sport. I used to play a little bit of tennis.
Nice with the girls.
That's very
yes,
nice, I
yes.
think, and it's back again. In fact, one of my shows about 3 shows ago, I came on in a lovely, rather raunchy tennis outfit because I've got beautiful legs. My legs
have
are
wonderful
wonderful
legs.
I don't know if the camera can see them.
Very
They're too busy
slender
looking at little
legs
Mr.
as well.
Croydon. Put the Roy in Croy. Anyway, be that as it may, I do have a nice body and I look after myself, and my fitness comes from what I do at night, because I'm up on that stage of the Palais, alas, not for much longer, hurry. And I'm up there and I'm doing things that a woman, frankly, of your age would have difficulty doing.
I'm sure. I mean,
I'm up there jumping around and I see people in the audience breathless. And, you know, they leave my theatre and they're changed in some way, and I think that's what it's all about. I think you must try to do this with your show. I think you must feel that when it's over, people think, well, somehow they've changed my life just a little.
We
If
hope
you
for
can
the
touch
better.
people, because this is your way of reaching out and touching people and introducing them to hands-on or off interior decorators.
Dame Edna,
He was lovely, wasn't he beautiful?
Wasn't
A little
he?
secret
Very nice
smile
person,
on his face, too.
I want to ask you about your jewellery. You see, Lady Diana now
gorgeous.
tells us that her jewellery is not real.
No,
She
this
doesn't
isn't
really-
real.
Yours
No.
isn't.
No.
It looks superb.
It's a copy of the real things that I've got, which are in the bank.
Of course.
So muggers beware. If you find me leaving Nunawading and you waylay my limo and knock me on the head and rip this off my fingers, it's worth nothing to you. Nothing. It won't be worth it.
Dame Edna, I'm loath to see you leave our studio.
I haven't left yet, darling, and I've no intention of leaving.
Will you stay and do the competition with us?
I'd love to, may I?
We've got another lovely guest who's coming on to
Who?
talk about flowers.
Not
later
from
on.
apricot flowers.
The same.
He's adorable.
The
Does he
same.
do the flowers in that little marina restaurant on the Esplanade where I
I don't
sometimes
know.
go?
I don't know. He does them in the studio
Oh, they're
for us. And he did these
beautiful.
especially for you today.
What's his name?
James.
I know him. Have I seen him at Haggers having dinner?
Quite possibly.
Perhaps for your birthday.
Oh, I had a wonderful birthday.
I heard you were there.
Yes,
I
I know.
don't
And
want
you know who I saw there that night? Your manager was there.
Was
But
he
was
there?
here, and he was sitting over
Was
the
he a
other...
bit incognito?
Oh,
that
he
night?
was very incognito that night.
What was he doing?
No.
Shh, have a commercial.
I don't want to break into this girl talk, but we must go. We'll be right back with our competition next time.
Well, he was
Must
sitting over
tell
in the corner.
Tonight, Bond is back. He's back with action, he's back with excitement, and he's back on a collision course with the most dangerous man alive. Roger Moore is Ian Fleming's superhero James Bond 007 in The Man with the Golden Gun, 8:30 tonight on 10.
It's all right. Oh, heaven's sake. Are you ready? Be upstanding.
Ready.
Oh,
Where's it?
Oh, how lovely. How lovely.
Oh,
You're
darling.
looking wonderful.
Lovely to see you. Hello, Alison.
How are you,
Sweet
Dame Edna? Lovely to see you too. Just watch all those microphones.
Oh, there.
Hello, Ray. Lovely to be on the show.
It's nice of you.
It's nice to have you here.
Love that clip of For Love Alone. Don't you think he's getting more and more like James Mason every second?
Oh, yes, he is, but he's very nice. He's
That's not
very
saying he's not
attractive.
nice.
Do you get turned on by all those sort of macho romantic leads?
Well, he's not
in
so
movies?
macho, but he's raunchy. He could leave his slippers under my bed any time he liked. Little Sam Neill. I adore him.
He's rather cute. You have been extraordinarily busy with the
First,
show.
I have to say congratulations, darling.
No,
Isn't
it's
this
off.
exciting?
It's off.
What?
It's
oh,
off.
Darling, how
It's
sad.
not happening.
I've even bought the wedding present.
Oh, well, okay, it's on. In that case, I'll review it for a week or so.
Oh, another of these silly rumours. Who puts them about, I wonder?
People. You know how people love to talk. Look how they talk about you.
They do. I'm glad I don't hear a lot of the things people say about me.
But most of it's true.
Some of it's true. That's all I'll say. Anyway, you were going to ask me a question.
I guess I know that
interrupted
you've
you.
been extraordinarily busy down at the Palais Theatre.
Well, let's get the commercial over
Let's
with.
get the commercial
I've
over
done about little over 180 performances. It's spooky I'm up as early as this. At my beautiful show, Tears Before Bedtime. And I've loved it down at the Palais. People said to me, well, it's a big theatre. But I said, I've got a big following. And I didn't